Today is October 18th, just 7 days away from the launch of League's Gridmaster, and we are finally starting to get some good stuff. Jagex sent out a reveal today showing off the Guardian Relic. This Guardian Relic gives you a horn that when blown will spawn a Thrall. The Thrall will always target enemies you attack with the style they are most weak to. They have a max hit of 13 and a minimum hit of 5, along with a 4-tick attack speed and an accuracy of 45,000, meaning they will deal consistent damage to your opponent. In addition to this, you may also spawn Arceus Thralls at the same time you summon the Guardian Thrall, meaning you can really stack up the damage on bosses. This is great news for us since having this extra damage will allow us to move even closer to our goal of completing a sub 10-minute Expert TOA run. To obtain this relic, you need to beat the Inferno in under 30 minutes, which I've never done. In fact, I've never done the Inferno at all, but how hard could it be? Other than the Guardian Relic, we got teasers for a couple of items. It looks like we're getting the Sunlight Spear, an Echo item from the Raging Echoes Leagues. This was a monstrous item that allowed you to build stacks every time you hit an enemy. Once you had 7 stacks, you could unleash a devastating slam that would deal damage in a large area around the player. This slam would deal plus 3% bonus damage per prayer bonus the player had, and could be used nearly 3 times in a row if he had the maximum of 20 stacks. The weapon is a 5-tick weapon, but with the League's attack speed increase, which seems to have been teased today as well, the weapon became a 2-tick attack speed. Stacks for this item are lost upon teleporting or after 30 seconds of not hitting an enemy. So we'll have to see if this weapon will be useful for our sub 10-minute TOA run. All I can think of is it being useful for clearing large hordes of monkeys in Baba's puzzle room. I can't confirm this, but I saw a post on Twitter including this partially filled in Gridmaster reward and task list. According to this image, it looks like we're going to be getting the Dog Sword, which combined all the God Sword special attacks into one mega melee weapon. The Gloves of the Damned, which boosted the living crap out of all the Barrow sets, making 1 HP DH bombers drop a nuclear ICBM every 3 ticks. And the Thunder Kopesh, which had a 20% chance to strike enemies with lightning in an area around the target, making it amazing for clearing hordes. It also had a special attack that would strike an enemy up to 3 times with lightning bolts, the third of which could deal up to 225% of the player's max hit. These are all speculations at this point, as I cannot confirm these Echo items to be in any teaser or release Jagex announced, so take this with a grain of salt. Other than the Echo items, this image also hints towards new tasks and rewards. That being Golden God, which made alchemy spells free, giving 15% more gold and having a 65% chance to not consume the item when you alch. It also allowed you to alch an entire stack of noted items AFK, as the alch spell would automatically recast until the stack depleted. Additionally, actions would not interrupt alchs, meaning you could walk, run, attack, and do pretty much anything else while training magic and gaining an insane amount of gold through the high alch spell. Along with the bonus to alchemy, the Golden God Relic came with an ability to sacrifice 20,000 gold at a prayer altar in exchange for XP equivalent to Dragon Bones. Additionally, you could click once on an altar and it would not stop training prayer until you logged out or ran out of coins. In the screenshot, it also shows a couple symbols that I just can't for the life of me figure out, but we've got what looks like a smelly fish and a stinky sun. Now this is my prediction, but I believe we are going to get all 3 harvesting relics: Power Miner, Lumberjack, and Animal Wrangler. This is based off mainly a hunch, but it's also possibly backed up by this image, which shows 2 reloaded relics, which allowed you to pick a relic from a previous tier. I'm guessing if those are confirmed to be in the event, they will allow you to pick up the other gathering relics. That's all I've got for you today. This really brings a lot more for me to think about for our run. I'll be back tomorrow to cover any new announcements we get, but until then,